No man, Persian or Greek, no man threatens a messenger.
You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same.
This is blasphemy. This is madness!
Madness. This is Sparta!
Hello YouTube, this is Chriz Maniac bringing you folks another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. And this battle is a pretty long but epic NU match versus Godwin. I almost said OU right there. So, looking at both of our teams, Godwin has a pretty interesting team. Nothing too threatening in there. Like, the only thing that gives me trouble in this team, as you can see in my intro, it says Bastiodon. I can't break through a Bastiodon after Combustion is gone and my Samura is gone. Like, and my Golok actually. I have quite a few things to deal with that Bastiodon, but he always keeps it, like, safe. His team synergy is really good. Anyways, my team is pretty hyper-offensive. I set up rocks with my Golok or my Kecleon, and then I proceed to wreck face with my team. Anyways, you folks might notice that I'm uploading like less nowadays, like once per 2 days, and that's because I'm still gonna upload Pokemon, but I want to upload better quality uploads because sometimes they upload just for the sake of it, and those uploads really suck. Anyways, I predict really badly in the beginning of the battle because I didn't think that Godwin would bring in his Xatu first turn to like bounce my rocks away, because I thought that he was gonna predict me to go for the knockoff. He knows my Kecleon, but now I go for a knockoff, dealing a lot of damage to that what's it called, Xatu, and that's super effective damage to it. I knock off the Citrus Berry, and it is gonna get revenge for me for knocking off the Citrus Berry because it is really jealous and it likes food. So he goes for a Psychic. It doesn't really do much to me, and I predict him to shot right here, but it fails because of course I have rocks on my side of the field when he bounces it off, and now he's gonna go for a Wish. So I'm like, oh, okay, so you're that set. You're probably Wish, Protect, Psychic, and some other move that I don't know. Again, I predict him to switch out, and I go for the rocks, but he just stays in like a really good battler that he is, and he goes for U-turn. So I'm like, oh, that's the last move in your move pool. Okay, I guess that's makes sense, and it does a lot of damage to the Kecleon because number one, it's super effective because I was Psychic, and number two, it was physical hit, and number three, it was a critical hit also. So that does a lot of damage to me. And finally, set up Stealth Rocks, 4th time's the charm, am I right? And in comes Invisant. Invisant is gonna absolutely wreck me if I stay in because I'm a special wall, and I want to keep my Kecleon for later on. So I switch out right here, and I bring in my Gourgeist, and my Gourgeist could wall this what's it called, Invisant. And then I fast forward this part because a lot of parts of this battle are stally, and this is one of those stally parts. My Gourgeist comes in, which is a wall, and yeah, I just wall everything. While I leech seed away his Garbodor, he's gonna set up as much rocks and toxic spikes and as much spikes as he can. Well, Garbodor can set up rocks rather. He just can set up spikes. So that's what he does. I'm just gonna go for the residual damage on this Garbodor, just trying to whittle it down like slowly and steadily. And yeah, a lot of damage is getting dealt to it. So finally, in comes Shield Head, and this is Godwin's star for his team, his MVP, because his Shield Head absolutely walls my Chatot, and Chatot is one of my best NU Pokemon. It really does work in NU, but not against this Bastiodon. Bastiodon could really wall it all day, every day. I go for Chatter. It hardly does anything to it. It probably only did like 1 HP to it because of its quadruple resist. But I confuse it, which is nice, and it hits itself with Confusion, and that thing looks really dumb, so it really fits, I guess. Confusion and Bastiodon. It looks like one of those like stereotypes in cartoons in which there's like a big buff guy who's really stupid, and my Chatot's like that little nerd that's always really smart, but he can't really do much in terms of fighting, and that's what happens in that situation. Anyways, a chicken that could fight is my Combuskin, and I could absolutely wreck this Bastiodon by giving it a power up, no, not power up punch, what's it called? Sky uppercut to the face. And I'm sitting here poisoned and with spikes damage, and that kind of sucks. I predict his Bastiodon to shot right here, and I go for the Swords Dance. He's still confused, I think. Yeah, he is still confused, and he confuses himself for like the 3rd time in a row, which is great. And I got a free Swords Dance up right there, and I could really do a lot of damage to Godwin's team now with a +2 and a +2 attack and a +2 speed Combuskin. Soon to be +6 Combuskin if I stay in here long enough. Anyways, he goes for a Protect right here, which is kind of annoying because my Combuskin has less hits left in it because I have Toxic damage racking up still. I have probably 3 hits left, but that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of time to do a lot of damage to Godwin's team, so I'm still happy with that. And wisely, Godwin withdraws Shield Head because it's the most valuable Pokemon in his team right now. And then comes I See No Rocks, and I See No Rocks gets hit by rocks. You see rocks, and it's gonna absolutely destroy you, like this Sky Uppercut, even though it's resisted. But it is short of knocking it out, which kind of sucks because now I have to spend another turn of Toxic damage destroying this Xatu. So I go for the Flare Blitz, just predicting him to switch out or something, in case he switches out. But he just stays in, sacks off his Xatu, and down goes Xatu. But that's not without dealing Dox damage to my Combuskin. My Combuskin is slowly like fading away, slowly getting whittled down by this Toxic. Now I'm at like +5 speed, and then comes Shield Head once again, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna go for your Protect, and like Leonidas guarding the Hot Gates, you're gonna protect against the Horde of Persians, which is my Pokemon, and he's gonna protect against my Combuskin, which sucks. And I go for the Swords Dance right here. I know I have one more turn of one more turn of attack left because I calculated it. The Toxic only takes about 1/8 of your HP every turn, and I survive with 6 HP. Oh wait, yeah, I have that's Toxic. That's not Toxic, it's Poison rather. Whoops. So I'm at +6 speed now, +4 attack, and I can smash something else with my Combuskin. And I go for that Bonsai Flare Blitz, incinerating anything that comes in my way. And then this Garbodor is gonna get incinerated, the Beauty Queen. And that's a really hilarious name for Garbodor. That's really funny because it looks really ugly, but he called it Beauty Queen, which is really ironic. But I think Garbodor looks cool. You guys should give more love to Garbodor. It's like Muck or coughing or something. I like it. Anyways, here comes No Food, Evil Face, and No Food's gonna absolutely wreck my Golurk, and the blind switch in was really bad for me because now I'm gonna have to switch out my Golurk if I don't want to get blizzarded to the face. Blizzarded? That's not a word. I get a blizzard to my face, rather. I bring in Charlie because I'm thinking I could take a special hit from this guy, and I could recover up, possibly. But the rocks and spikes damage and the Toxic, it really racks up, and my Kecleon gets smashed by a blizzard, which really sucks. But that is not without cause because I can bring in this Nancy, which is my MVP for this team. This Nancy, my Chatot, is always an MVP. Almost always for NU when they bring it in because it does so much work. Chatter and Boomburst do so much work even though a Pokemon resists it, and that's exactly what this Pokemon is going to do. It's going to resist my Boomburst. I'm going to drop the base, and that does like what? 10 HP? And he heals it back with leftovers, so I'm like, this thing's so annoying. But I can just go for a taunt right here, and I'm gonna see if he attacks me. I'm thinking that this Bastiodon doesn't have any attacking moves. His only moves are probably Stealth Rocks, Metal Burst, Protect, and some other move, Toxic maybe. I go for a Mirror move right here, but it fails because he goes for Metal Burst, so nothing happens right there. And Mirror move is actually a really fun move to use on your Chatot. I remember going for the Dragon Tail on Godwin's Dragalge, and since I moved first, then I Dragon Tailed his Dragalge out, which is really hilarious for super effective damage with my Chatot. Anyways, I go for Chatter right here on this frog, Seismitoad, and that's nice because this thing is fragile. Well, not really fragile, but relatively fragile compared to his Bastiodon. I could really destroy this frog and absolutely smash it. Thankfully, he gets confused with the Chatter, and my Chatot's still here doing work. Anyways, in comes Shieldhead once again, the bane of my existence, the bane of my team, because I can't really do much to it. And I go for Chatter once again just to confuse this Bastiodon, just chatting it up, just saying how stupid it is. I guess that's what Chatter does. Like a Chatot, it like insults the Pokemon in some weird way, and the Pokemon gets confused, and that's how it doesn't attack. It gets confused. So again and again and again, this Bastiodon is confused. I should have fast forwarded this part honestly. And I go for a taunt, and that was absolutely useless. It can't really do much to me. And I can't really do much to it, so I switch out right here. And since you can't go for the Protector or something like that, I'll go for Metal Burst. Actually, you can because it's an attacking move. I bring in Themistocles, my Samurott, which is my other sweeper for this team. And I'm hoping to knock out this Bastiodon in one shot. And I hopefully would have this thing confused when I attack it. Because if I attack it, bring it down to sturdy, and it goes for the Metal Burst, my Samurai would absolutely get decimated, destroyed, smashed. So that's my plan for now. Toxic Spikes and Rocks are really racking up on me. I go for a Swords Dance, and I'm a +2 attack now, +2 attack, Adamant, and I think I'm Life Orb. Yeah, I think I'm Life Orb. So that would do a lot of damage to this Bastiodon, and hopefully I could knock it out. So he's still confused. I eat my leftovers. Oh wait, I'm not Life Orb, I have leftovers. So I eat my leftovers, and he eats his leftovers, which brings it back to his 30. And that matters because if he survives, no, actually he will survive, but if he's not confused right here, then he can Metal Burst me and absolutely smash me. So he survives with 1 HP, but he snaps out of confusion in the right time and goes for that Metal Burst, and my Themistocles, my Samurai gets absolutely destroyed, wrecked, and yeah, my Samurai gets smashed. Anyways, here comes another slowly part of the battle. I bring my Gourgeist, and these two walls face each other, so it is gonna be an absolute slugfest right here. And my other option right now to destroy this wall is to slowly break it down with Leech Seed and Leech Seed and what's it called? Will-O-Wisp. So that's exactly what I go for. I go for Leech Seed. In comes Chickenpox, his Seismitoad, and I go for Will-O-Wisp. He avoids the attack. It doesn't really matter because I get stuck out his health next turn anyways. So I get Toxic, or rather Poison, and in comes his Rotom, and this ends the stally part of the match with my Gourgeist because I was hoping to have him miss, but he doesn't miss. And this Rotom is actually a really big threat to my team. It has super effective damage to my entire team at this point, I believe. Which, yeah, my only resist to it was Samurott. And he doesn't even resist it because he probably has a Thunder type move on him, or rather Electric. Anyways, go for that Chatter once again, expecting his Shieldhead to come in, and true to Shieldhead, it comes in, and he's confused, and I'm hoping to confuse hacks it down, and he's his leftovers, so I can't really deal much damage to it, even though if I get a Boom Burst up, and even though if he's confused every turn. So here's the self-confusion, and I'm hoping that this Boom Burst will take him out, and it does take him out, finally, down! That Bastiodon, MVP for Godwin. It's so bulky. It was so hard for me to take it out, and finally it's down. Then comes Alpha Male, which is one of Godwin's new Pokemon, which is a banded Olympicent, I believe. And then its quick attacks with Chatot finally finishes it off, and Bird defeats Bird. Then comes Petra, and it's looking really bad for me this battle because I could only bank on a miss on Blizzard for Godwin's Rotom Frost because Rotom Frost hits my whole team super effectively. I go for the Ice Punch, absolutely annihilating that Infestant, but it comes close to knocking it out. Doesn't knock it out, and that kind of sucks because he gets more damage off of my Golurk, but it doesn't really matter anyways because he goes for a quick attack, and that's a normal attack, and they can't really do much to me. So he just sacks off his Infestant, and Infestant goes down. But the next Pokemon is going to be the nail in my coffin, hopefully not, and hopefully he misses. And he comes in with his last Pokemon, which is his Rotom Frost, I believe, and it comes no food, angry face, and I'm hoping this Blizzard would miss. Please miss, Blizzard, come on! And he goes for Blizzard and it hits, I'm like, aww. So Petra goes down, and that was still a very close battle. That was a 1-0 victory in Godwin's favor. Anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this pretty long but epic and new match. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you folks next time!